Constantino.
¿Qué huele?
Pound for pound.
Little Giant Boxing.
Yeah, real quick, what'd you make of that heated press conference? I mean, they sold the crap out of that.
But in a way, I don't even think it was all that heated. Like I think it was more. It was calmer. I was watching it again on my IG, but I think it was more of a really like, yeah, it was some words said, but I think it was more of nobody trying to strain or really like put too much energy into it. I thought it was definitely words said back and forth. But this is a moment where, you know, a couple of days for the fight, weighing tomorrow. Both guys, trust me, they won't be telling the truth if they say no. They eating a big meal, they drinking not gallons, but quarts of water.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. They started their hydration yesterday, I guarantee you. And now they definitely into that, less than 48 hours of you know, cutting weight. And then going in and represent, you know, what they talked about for the last month, I guess. So, nah, man, I think it was just more of, you know, it was mild than the other ones. And it's because a couple of days from the fight, both of them is drying out. You could see it in their face. I did more in Tank's. I seen more in Tank's demeanor and face. And than Ryan, to be honest with you.
You saw him like dehydrated, or you saw him?
I saw him, you know, drawn in.
Oh, okay.
You know,
like sucked in a little.
Yeah. And then again, too, you gotta look at also didn't have a glow. That means water's coming out of you. You're sweating like you got really like a shiny top on your forehead. No, seriously, and I probably look shiny too. You know, not just the head part, but it's just the moisture. That's when drying out. And again, I had to research this stuff when I was boxing, how drying out can be very, depending on how long you drying out too. And in some cases, how quick you dry out. And these are the things to look for. I started studying that in my career to see how my opponent had to kill himself, have to actually restrain or be restricted from nutrients, water, food, and all other things that food that nutrients can give you. So,
what stood out to you the most from that presser?
Oscar's putting them on the ropes right from the gate with his comments, leaving out on the podium, talking on the podium. You know, how he set the stage from what was going to be said, whether you agree to disagree. You seen Ellaby.
Yeah.
He got to talking about taking fighters. He got to talking about stuff 15 plus years ago. We're not talking about fighters now, taking who you took, who you supposed to took, this, that. We know what we're talking about. We're talking about the super fight that we haven't seen in over 10 years. I mean, that sounds like emotional. Pissy fit. You know, never an emotional pissy fit. You're like, that means in my community, that means like, you know, you pouting, you upset, acting like a baby or somebody that just can't deal with the reality of it. But that set the tone, man. Oscar set the tone for whatever came next, and it was what was said earlier, what was planned, and what was executed. 100%, and they took the bait, and the bait that Ryan Garcia stick to plan. This won't be as hard a fight than people think, especially in the later rounds. It won't be as hard a fight as people think, and I don't say that to be like probably hoping for that, because that'd be the only excuse they could say. Yeah, it wasn't one-sided, but it was a clear victory, and you weren't excited, so we shouldn't watch the next super fight that's being made by whoever for the remainder of the year, because we need this fight, which I believe it will, set the stage for any big thing to come after this.
Yes.
Especially after the world's been turned upside down, especially boxing in the world and also the United States.
Check 1 2 1 2 1.
Lastly, what do you make of Coach Calvin Ford saying, "I'm going to send a message, send my soldier to send a message through you," meaning like he wants Gervonta to punish Ryan.
Yeah, to send a message to everybody else.
Yeah, like the Haney, Stevenson.
Yeah, well, whether he want that really, which he do, because anybody, they're gonna be watching, and if you're gonna send that message, then Ryan better be ready. So send a message, but I'd rather not send a message. I'd rather just send him in there to do it, and let him send a message. But let's see if he can. Let's see if Davis can Tank rather. Yeah, Tank Davis can take care of the mission. And I'm saying that he won't. I'm saying it'll be a well-earned. Both men got good shots. Surprisingly to most of the population that looking at this fight, that he took him the way he took him based on getting knocked out one time in his career. I mean, knocked down, not knocked out, and got up. When Ryan do taste any punch, the way he reacts is the way the fight's gonna go. The way he reacts after the first initial punch is how the fight is gonna go.
Lastly, anything you want to get off your chest or let the people know?
Watch Ryan prove why he has over 7-8 million followers. This is the evidence why.